major is, stuff like that?
I'm originally from New York. That's why I'm New York though. From the Bronx, New York.
Oh.
I haven't been always a Giants fan. I have to admit to that. I became a Giants fan when they drafted Eli Manning when he first came. Not much of a huge New York Knicks fan. I don't know why. I should be, but I do support them. But I'm a big Charlotte Bobcat fan. Yes, Charlotte Bobcats. We're starting from scratch, but anyways, I'm a senior here at Benedict College, mass communications major. I want to be a sports broadcaster.
Okay.
Whether it's radio or my voice.
Well, do you plan on having your own sports talk show?
That's the plan, but I must be humble.
Okay.
You know, I want to join first, learn,
Okay.
take the back seat for a few years.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool. Yeah. So, but but that's pretty cool though. So, have you done your senior defense already?
Not yet.
Not yet.
I'm still on the paper part.
Do you know what your topic might be about?
The brand perception of Benedict College football team.
Oh, okay.
To students.
Okay. So you've been attending the games and everything? Because I hadn't really been going to any of the games.
I haven't gone to any games this year, but I went to the first game, which was televised. And I think they got smacked. But they came back. They ended up coming back when I went home and watched it on TV. But they only scored 2 defensive touchdowns. I mean, the offense was poor.
Now, have you ever played any sports, like, you know, when you were younger or anything?
Yes, I played all my life. Probably not all of my life, but I moved down to South Carolina in 2001. So I've played football from 2002 to 2009.
Okay. Well, what position did you play?
Wide receiver, tight end, and defensive end.
Oh, okay.
And everybody say defensive end, you know, it's like, you know, you're a small guy. But it's about the quickness. It's about how fast you can move, beat around the court.
Well, that's pretty cool. And you, just like when I had Stephon Cotton here last week, you said that you wanted to talk about the Phil Jackson case with the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah, I really didn't. Well, I wouldn't say. I mean, I did agree with him. I think basically he was saying that they needed Phil. I mean, and I agree with him on that. But I'm also starting to be biased about the situation because I think it's based on how players respond to a coach. And I heard so far during the practices, LA is actually excited to have Mike D'Antoni. I don't think they're happy about it. I think Phil's. I mean, come on. Whenever you got a chance to get a 11-time champion coach, you want him no matter what. Whether it's his presence, I don't care if he coached through a cell phone. It's the fact of his voice in players' ears. That's what's coaching about. You don't have to necessarily sit on the sideline.
Now, how do you think the Lakers will do with D'Antoni?
They will struggle, but after January, February, I think they will win 50 games.
Okay. All right. Playoffs, possibly?
Possibly. Now, what they will do in the playoffs, it's too early to tell. Because, you know, we projected Miami, oh, they're not going to do anything. But they made it to the finals.
Gotcha.
That's the thing. You know, they struggled, but they made it to the finals.
Gotcha.
So, you know, I commend them, even though I'm not a huge Miami fan. But I think they really did a good job on that.
Now, you know, New York teams and stuff like that. Now, how do you think the Brooklyn Nets will be doing? Possibly. Give your New York standpoint on that.
Because this is a new team. Like, this is a decent team. I think they can be a threat. I watched them, I think it was last week when they played against Boston. And they did a good job.
Yeah, I think that game was kind of close.
It was close. I mean, that's Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers can play, you know, he can coach the defense.
Oh, yeah. And
they actually tore that defense apart. And an underrated player on that team will have to be Brook Lopez. When you talk about dominant centers in the league, we don't talk about Brook Lopez. But this guy can score.
Okay.
You know, and Chris Humphries, he's a good player. But then they're having that outside shooting. They're getting that. C.J. Watson, Darren Williams, you know, he's automatic. Joe Johnson.
Gotcha.
I mean, it's just a lot of weapons. Now, what they would do, too early to tell. In NBA, it's 82 games. You can start off hot
and fall by the wayside.
Yeah, and you can start off, slow and win the championship.
Yeah. Now, have you ever been to any events, like any sports games while you were living in New York, possibly?
Not in New York, but when I moved down to South Carolina, I've been to 13 Bobcat games.
Oh, okay.
I've seen the Lakers twice. I've seen Paul Gasol before he went to the Lakers.
Nice.
I've seen LeBron James. I've seen Dwayne Wade before the big Miami Heat trade. Not trade, but signings. I've seen the Celtics when Ray Allen was streaking for the record.
Yeah.
The game before that was against Charlotte. I was there when he hit the shot before the tie. When he tied it. Well, he almost tied the three-pointer, yeah. I've seen Brandon Roy, Portland Trail Blazers. My biggest game is the first Charlotte Bobcat playoff game against the Orlando Magic.
Okay.
I was there.
Now, did they win or lose that game?
They lost.
Yeah, you can hear me giggling in the background, so I was like, ugh.
They lost. But it was a good run. I mean, they actually, Orlando couldn't score 100 points. In 4 games. They swept them, but they didn't beat the Bobcats no more than 13 points. Okay. And Dwight Howard actually struggled against that team, so that team is long gone. Tyson Chandler's with New York, Nazi's with OKC, and Raymond's with New York, Gerald's in Brooklyn. Michael Jordan, that's all I can say.
I hear you, but we are actually about to get into the scores from last night's game. So, the Indiana Pacers beat the Washington Wizards 96-89. The Charlotte Bobcats, Wesley's Charlotte Bobcats.
They're winning. They are winning.
Yeah, they
4 out of 5.
Yeah, they actually beat the Milwaukee Bucks. It was 102 to 90.
98, yeah, close game.
To 98, so that was pretty good. And the Orlando Magic, they lost by They lost to the Atlanta Hawks 81-72.
Yeah, they're still finding themselves. A big chunk of them, Dwight Howard, just left. So yeah, they're soul searching.
Yeah, Dwight Howard's a pretty good player. I'm actually a fan of his, not just because he's cute, but yeah.
That's the looks. Before people used to look at Al Iverson before he could even dribble the basketball.
Yeah, but let's see, the Denver Nuggets, they beat the Memphis Grizzlies 97-92.
Yeah.
And the Golden State Warriors defeated the Dallas Mavericks. What's going on with Dallas this season?
Same thing. Dirk Nowitzki is battling with an injury, so they're kind of struggling with that.
Okay.
And the new faces, OJ Mayo, trying to blend in. And plus, I think they haven't been the same since Tyson Chandler left. And as you see, Brandon Hayward, the other big body, he plays with Charlotte. Shout out to the Bobcats. He plays with the Brandon Hayward plays with the Bobcats now. So they're missing that tough, that established defense.
I hear you.
Nobody's afraid to attack them, pretty much. Even the Bobcats tried them. I think we lost, but. Yeah.
But yeah, see, this is why I have Wesley here, because I'm not really good with the whole NBA standpoint. I just name the scores and the standings, and I just move out the way and do what I do best, which is football, which will come after the NBA. Now, did I say the score of that game? Yeah, the Dallas Mavericks got beat 105-101. Now we're going on to the Los Angeles Clippers, who beat the San Antonio Spurs 92-87. And lastly, we're moving on to the Houston Rockets, who got beat by the Utah Jazz 102-91.
Yeah. I think everybody's hyping Houston up. I know James Harden's, going off, but that's the problem. James Harden is going off. Where's Lynn? Where's everybody else?
I know, but I think Utah, they seem to.
Yeah, they have a decent team.
Yeah.
I think people. The thing I like about the NBA now, there are no bad teams. I think everybody has a great team. Like if I threw a game on to you, you'll probably watch it. And that's great. There's no sorry team. Even Sacramento. I mean, all these college play. It's really starting to become a college professional league, because college players are playing 1 year and then going on.
Now, speaking of college, do you watch college sports? Any college football or anything?
Yes, and I have a huge problem with some college football analysis.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think some of the sports broadcasters are overreacting because they hate the SEC.
Yeah.
I mean, why hate them? I mean, they're winning. In that case, I commend their recruiting process. I think people just want to play in the South. I think, you know, and it's only like that because if a team starts winning, like USC, you know, Southern California, they were winning almost every year. You know, they had a great trend of quarterbacks.
Yeah.
What happened? They got in trouble. Nobody wants to go there. So they kind of did that to themselves. Notre Dame, you know. But they picked up Charlie Weiss, and he ran the program in a hole. I mean, it's just how you do it. Nick Saban. Nobody really wanted to go to Alabama at first. But when he started winning, it's like, wow, you know, this guy can coach, you know?
Yeah.
And when you go to Bama, you know, when you make your decision, Bama is pretty much championship bound. You want to win the championship.
Definitely. And see, that's the thing. I'm saying if, because Notre Dame does have to get through. Yeah, they do have to get through University of Southern Cal. So, and I'm a huge Notre Dame fan. Everybody knows that.
Good news is that Matt Barkley is struggling. He may come back. He may not. Still questionable. So, if he does come back, I want to know how much of a factor will he be.
Yeah, but let me wipe the smile off my face because I heard he did get a little bit of an injury. So yeah. So can't smile at that because that might happen to Charlie Weiss or Everett Goldsmith. So
yeah, I mean, it's really good to see teams like Notre Dame, you know, Michigan. You know, it's good to see them come back because God knows Notre Dame's been under the rug for a long time.
Yeah, people are finally and you know I got a Gamecock fan. He's a buddy of mine who I went to high school with. He was like, "Oh, well, they have such a cupcake schedule." And stuff like that, you know, if they were playing in the SEC, I'd probably have more respect for them. I was like, we're just good this year. You know, the defense has gotten better. You know, we have a good quarterback in Golson, and he's actually from South Carolina, Myrtle Beach to be exact.
Yes,
so
that's why I really watch him a lot. I think represent the South Carolina.
I'm very proud of that. So, you know.
Yeah, and another thing I don't like about, you know, what people talk about the BCS, really. I think if you look at Georgia, Florida, South Carolina, look at the SEC schedule. Look at the SEC teams.
Yeah.
There are a lot of good teams on that.
Especially LSU and everybody else. So.
Yeah, and you wonder why a one-loss SEC team can make it to the BCS. Well, their schedule is tough.
Yeah.
You know, and I think South Carolina just got hit with that tough schedule this year. I think they kind of killed themselves. You know, they were battling with injuries and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
But really, I really seen them making it to the BCS, but try again next year.
Well, we'll have to see. I mean, I know Tennessee is not going to make it, and my dad is a huge Tennessee fan, so I'm going to say go Vols because, you know, he did attend the school, so it's kind of crazy. It's sad seeing them go down every season.
Right.
It's horrible.
Yeah.
But we will be continuing with the NBA. We're going to talk about tonight's games. So we have the Raptors versus the 76ers tonight. That game's at 7 o'clock. The Raptors is 3-7, and the Philadelphia 76ers are 6-4.
I look for more of that losing. I don't want to say that, but I just think that move of giving up Andre Iguodala, I just didn't see that for Jason Richardson. There's getting Jason Richardson. I mean, I guess that can fill a little spot up, but that's only a small hole. Andre Iguodala, you know, that's like him and Gerald Wallace. They may not be the best player on that team, but put them on a good team and they'll stand out.
All right.
You know, they will stand out. And Andrew Bynum is still battling with his injury. I think he went bowling and
really?
He went bowling and his knee started swelling up again.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to laugh. I was like, I thought he got injured playing bowling.
Oh,
I was like,
no.
Wait a minute.
I mean, I guess when you're nursing an injury, stay still.
Yeah. I mean, why would you go bowling and you got to... Anyway, let me not.